This is JavaScript Basics. We're going to have a quick look at iterator methods, and we're going to learn how to write a forEach iterator method. So a forEach iterator method is a method that acts like a loop that goes through all the elements and performs a specific task on each of the elements within an array. So let's get to it. We've got an array here called const animals equals, the array has dogs, pigs, sheep, and flying pigs. So how do we write the iterator method? So like any other method, we need the identifier, which is the name of the array, which is animals, followed by a full stop, the method in camel case, parentheses, and then we put the function inside the parentheses. So we do a function expression. So we write function, parentheses with the parameter, give the parameter whatever name you like. It's up to you because you're declaring it right there. Then we do curly braces, console log, or whatever, curly braces and whatever you want to do with each element. So let's just start writing it so we can get stuck into it. Okay, so first we need animals. Animals, so there's your identifier, animals, full stop, for capital Each, parentheses, for each, camel case, it's written F-O-R capital E, A-C-H parentheses. So animals dot for each parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we're going to do a function expression. So we write function, parentheses, and then we make up whatever parameter we want to put in there. So I'm going to do fum. Now, typically, people do things like, if you're using an array called animals, you might use the word animal. It makes sense. It's easy. You just need it for now. So it's easy to just put in something like animal. I'm just putting in fun because that's what popped into my head. But anyway, you can use whatever you like. So curly braces, and this is where we execute whatever we want to do. So in this case, I'm going to do a console log. So I'm going to console log, parentheses, backtick, so we can interpolate that parameter there into the string. And I'm going to write I love $ curly braces fum, F-U-M, the parameter. Okay, so if we run this, let's run it. And it says, I love dogs, I love pigs, I love sheep, I love flying pigs. So this for each element has gone through each element and executed a console log on every single element. And it's console logged a new string for each element. So it says, I love dogs, I love pigs, I love sheep, I love flying pigs. So again, we wrote that with animals, the identifier. So animals dot method for each, parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we put a function expression. So we wrote function, parentheses, parameter. Then we did curly braces and we executed what we wanted to execute on this particular method. We did console log, I with backticks, love, $, this is the interpolate fum, and it executed that. So that's how we write it. Now, can we write it a shorter way? Yes, of course we can. So we do animals dot for each parentheses. So animals dot for each parentheses. So we can also, because it's a function expression, we can use the fat arrow. So we don't need to type the word function. We can simply type the parameter. Because it's one parameter that we're using, we don't even need the parentheses. If it's multiple parameters here, then you would use the parentheses, but we've only got one parameter here, so we don't need the parentheses. So we're just going to write fum. Okay, and then we use the fat arrow to make sure that it knows it's a function expression. And then the curly braces. Then we type in what we want to do, console log, backticks, I love, $ curly braces fum. Let's execute that. And the result is I love dogs, I love pigs, I love sheep, I love flying pigs. So it's done exactly the same thing. It's just written with a fat arrow. So again, it's animals dot for each in camel case, parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we've got the parameter. So we've got fum, fat arrow equals and less than, greater than sign. So the fat arrow is an equals and greater than sign. Then we've got the curly braces, console.log, I love parameter. So it's animals.forEach, parameter, fat arrow, curly braces, console log, backticks I love, fum, I love parameter. We can also, this is only a simple one-line function here, so we can even go further and we can actually take out those curly braces. We can have it a little bit more streamlined if you like. Let's run that. So this comes out with the same. I love dogs, I love pigs, I love sheep, I love flying pigs. So we took the array, we wrote animals, the identifier, full stop, for each, parentheses, parameter, which was fum, fat arrow, console log, parentheses, and then your string with the parameter fum inside that string. So we wrote animals.forEach, parentheses, fum, fat arrow, console.log, parentheses, backticks, I love, $, curly braces with the parameter fum inside there. I like to repeat things. I like to go over things, simple things, just go over them over again and again. Repetition is the way you learn. So if I sound like a broken record, if I sound like I'm repeating things, that's a good for you. Okay, so that's all we have for iterator methods for now, for the for each iterator method. Next time we'll look at other iterator methods. Thank you.